By the time you're seeing this video, this is my thoughts on the new PTB of the Legion rework, Ghostface rework, and the fucking Haddonfield rework. Yeah, oh man, I don't even know where to start with this one. So let's just start about the new map. The new map, Haddonfield. We'll start with the positives, then we'll start our way down to the negatives. Graphical wise, the map is amazing. Probably one of the best maps in the whole entire game. Like, with graphics. Like, holy shit. The graphics are so detailed, it's almost realistic. And I'm not even joking as well. It's almost like I had RTX on. Like, the way how the rain was on the road, how the lighting was, like, reflecting. Like, it was fucking incredible. Probably one of the best maps in the whole entire game. Graphical wise, like, whoa. It is so fucking good. The houses now are literally more open, so fucking thank the Lord for that. Because before, Haddonfield's houses were so thin and narrow. Fucking clown couldn't even fit through the doorway. Like, they've opened up the map so well, it is great. The stairs are more open, the corridors are more open, especially on the second floor of one of the houses. I can't remember what the houses were though. I don't know, like there are a few narrow corridors, such as like the washing machine. In one of the houses, I do apologise. I don't know what the house is called, if it even has a map, or if it has a name. But yeah, there are still few narrow corridors, but the houses in general are so much fucking better. And I also noticed as well, there's actually hooks in the second houses, or on the second floor of the houses. So again, thank fuck for that as well. No more dirty boil over camping or power struggle or fucking any of this shit. No more fucking game hostage take and whatever. So thank God for that. The map as well is very detailed, like I said before. Like, there's cracks in the road. The fucking flowers and grass, the floor, the mesh, everything is fucking great. And like, even the moonlight is so blue and like amazing. Like, it is so fucking good. The detail that's gone in that map is fucking incredible. The size overall as well is, it's alright. It's fairly decent. It's not too big, not too small. Still, it's still Haddonfield. I think it's slightly smaller, I think it's slightly smaller. I'm not sure, though. Moving on to the negatives. Oh, my fucking God. So, I've started with the positive sides, just to make things positive, because there is a lot of, like, you have been warned. There is a lot of negatives in this fucking video. About the Legion, Ghostface, fucking the new map. So, yeah, just make sure you've got your seatbelt in. So the first negative, the map is very dark. I know I've just said it's like the lighting's great and all, but if it was like a proper horror game, like a single player story game, horror game, that map would absolutely bang. But since we're in, a fucking multiplayer game where visibility is key for a killer, it is very dark. Like, this one time when I was playing on Haddonfield, I went down in the basement, and it's pitch black. It is legit pitch black. There is settings you can change if you download this software. I forgot what it's called, but you can change your like settings, like graphically wise, like the brightness, the color, like everything, and it'll make the whole like game more vibrant. But I haven't got that. So I was just playing default, and literally, this Yui was in the basement. I wasn't chasing it at first, but there was a bunch of survivors in the basement, and the Yui, right, was literally in a corner by some black void. Like, it was, it took me a second to realise, but her jacket gave her away. And when I say gave her away, I mean barely. If I didn't see that pink little logo or whatever on the back of her, back, she would have gotten away. She would have gotten away. Like, it is so dark. they need to change that straight away, like without a doubt. They need to change it. Moving on to the next negative side. The buildings still have infinites. Like, oh my god. This one house had 2 windows that are pretty much symmetrical, as well as doorways that lead to the 2 windows. So no matter what you do, it is still an infinite. Like, you can still vault it 3 times without any, like, consequence. And same with the upstairs as well. People can just run upstairs, vault a window. Like, oh man. The houses are still shit. The houses are still Haddonfield. Like, once Haddonfield, always Haddonfield. Like, the houses are still shit. They're still infinite. Obviously, it is slightly better, but again, it is still shit. It is still bad. Oh, man. Right. Moving on to the other negatives. On certain loops, there is just random bits of shit just scattered around that blocks your, like, movement. Like, I don't know, I was chasing this one survivor, and literally, there's a fucking pram in the way. And you might think, you know, come on, it's just a pram, it's nothing. But the way how loops are designed in this game, it's usually, like, straight lines and a pallet in, like, other straight lines. Maybe some, like, L and T walls here and there. But on that map, it's so different. Like, there's, like, a shitty little pram just, like, sat there, like, for no reason. And it's caught so many people out, such as, like, me and, like, other survivors. And there is this other loop as well. This one's quite funny, actually. I was chasing some guy in the middle of the road by some, like, car loop. And the guy was looping me. And he went in between the cars, like, that, like, formed, like, a little V shape. And, like, and I trapped them in. Like, the way all the loops are set up are still shit. Oh, like, there's some OP infinites, some OP loops. Some are better than others. I mean, I don't know. It's still the same. Like, overall, it's still the same. But, obviously, it is better. Don't get me wrong, it is better. I do prefer this map than Old Haddonfield, don't get me wrong. But the loops are still, you know, some good ones, some bad ones, you know. Yeah, it's still the same. On to the last negative. Oh my god, this one takes the fucking cake, I think. The road in the middle is fucking huge. Wide. Like, it is wide. Like, wider than Clown that ate a pyramid head alongside with a fucking Burger King Myers. Like, it is still huge. And plus, the maps, there's so many hiding spots as well, such as, like, bushes. You can use the lighting to hide in. You know, how I was talking about the basement was so dark, how you can't fucking see. If you see the killer cross the street, you can literally go to the other street and do a gen. And I don't know if you guys knew, but it actually requires 80 seconds to do a gen. So that's about 10 seconds of, you know, gen progress. And again, if you see the killer go to the other side, the killer's probably going to be on that side for, I don't even know, 2 minutes, maybe 3 or even 4. Like, and there's so many nooks and crannies and dingy hallways and shitty lighting and bushes, like, oh man, the killer's going to be on that side for a very long fucking time. So, I don't know, just doing a gen on the other side of the map where the killer is it's going to be, like, piss easy, no matter what. So, overall, I think they just need to narrow, or make the road less wide, because it is stupidly wide. Alright, enough about the map. We're finished with it. Moving on to the Legion. We'll start with the Legion first. The Legion is more fun, I'm going to say. Reasons being able to go super fast, stabbing people, like more fast-paced action, satisfying chain hit, like, and with a final rewarding 5th hit, is just super satisfying. And like, just being able to put that amount of pressure within a couple of seconds is incredible. And with this one add-on as well, the fucking broken pin, which I'm very fucking happy they didn't change, because that was one of the best add-ons he has, and probably one of the most toxic add-ons he has, and one of the best add-ons he's got. And if you didn't know what the Legion pin is, it's a green add-on. If you stab someone in Feral Frenzy, they are broken for 60 seconds. So they can't heal for 60 seconds. That is fucking huge. Very toxic and very... well, if you go against that, it's very annoying. You can't really do anything about it. Let's talk about the music. The chase music for Legion. Holy shit. Right. I'm not a heavy metal guy. And... I've never seen anything like that in DBD. Like, Legion's heavy metal shit hits different. It really does. Like, being able to chain hits as well as with that heavy, like, metal banging fucking music, like, alongside with the chain hits, is super satisfying. Like, it really gets you into, like, in the mood. And you just feel like a beast. Like, being able to go around fucking whack the survivor this, boom, fucking whack. And then, you know, with the heavy metal in the background as well, plus you could change the theme of it with the different mixtape add-ons, such as like Joey's, Fuming, Frank's, some other ones I can't remember the names of, but if you have any of the mixtape add-ons, you could change the beat or the music type, like the tempo and shit of the Terror Radius. So yeah, fun fact. I don't know if you knew that, but now you do. Alright, so... man. Moving on to the negatives for Legion. Legion is still the same killer. Sadly, overall, he's still the same killer. He's still the same M1 killer that we all know and love. But, yeah, he's still the same. So, the reason why he's still the same is like... Man... So, with the new chain hit thing, right? Getting the extra speed is good. That is a good bonus. I'll give you, I'll give Behavior credit for that. That's a really good change. And with the 5th hit as well, the final 5th hit being an insta-down, that is fucking incredible. I like that change. I think everyone likes that change. I don't think no one's opposed to that. But, it's very rare that you get the 5th hit. It's very rare that you get it off. And, like, if you do get it off, it's very highly... Like, the chances of getting the 5th hit it's so unlikely, but once you get it, it's like, yay, fucking great. Like, it's rewarding, but at the same time, the way how you get the final hit is so fucking hard. Because once you start, hitting people with the mending phase, people are going to be mending, people are going to be running off, people are scattered, so you can't even catch up to them. And, like, now and again, I think at most, like, on average, I've hit about, like, 2 or 3 survivors at most with the Feral Frenzy thing. And the biggest counter to Legion is literally being the survivors being spread up, or spread out. So if you have a survivor in each corner of the map just doing gens, the Legion's going to get gen rushed, the Legion's powerless, like, you can't do anything to prevent it. You want them together. But, Legion's still the same. He's better, yes, he is better, but he's still the same. He's still the weak killer that he's always has been. But his lethality has gone up, but not really by much. With his lethality being somewhat high, slightly high, his add-ons are still not the best. His add-ons are still not the best. There's no add-ons that actually increase the feral charge. Or, like, making it longer. Because in every single game that I've gone into as Legion, I've noticed that my charge always runs out, like, so fucking quick. So, hint, hint, if you want to buff him, make the fucking feral thing a lot more bigger. Because the way how big the maps are, the way how the survivor's going to be spread across the map doing different gens, it's going to be impossible to get the final hit on. And to insta-down someone. Another bullshit thing as well, hitting a survivor with an M1 hit takes so long for your power to recharge. Like, incredibly wrong. Sorry, not wrong. Well, it is wrong. But incredibly long. So, I don't know if you knew, but let's say you had your power ready. So if you click right mouse, you go into the mode, obviously. And let's say you had that ready. If you M1 someone, the gauge in the bottom left will go to half. And I shit you not, it probably takes about 10 seconds or even longer to get to, well, to get to the full, to make it full. And that shit is incredibly long, so you can't really, if you're getting gagged up on by a bunch of survivors and you've already M1 someone and then you see another 2 survivors, you can't really follow it up with the M1 frenzy hit. Because since it takes so long to get your thing back because you've M1 someone, and if you try and wait the 10 or plus how fucking many seconds it is to get it back, everyone's going to be spread out. So if you hit one with your Feral Frenzy, by the time you get to someone, the second person, your thing's going to run out. Like, oh man, Legion's, he's still the same. He's still the same. Alright, let's ignore the negatives for Legion. Let's talk about Ghostface. Surely he's better. Alright, let's talk about the positives. Ghostface has no positive sides at all. Ghostface is still the same depressing M1 killer. Like, he is still the same. And I don't care what anyone says. Well, maybe I do actually. But I see no difference in Ghostface at all. Like, the buffs that he's been given are so minuscule, it doesn't even matter. Like, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I will say the one change that they did do right is the survivors being marked, not being able to stalk them out. That's, that's alright. But even then, I feel like that still isn't even that good, because if you M1 the stalked person, you're going to be snapped out anyway. And if you're chasing someone who is stalked and you're still in your power, someone else can snap you out. So either way, it doesn't really matter. Like, it doesn't matter at all. It really doesn't matter. And it's like in chasing as well. If you're at like a T or L wall or whatever loop, you can argue that his power, he hides the red stain, so he can, just sneak up on people during pallet looping. But you can turn away, or you can, manipulate your red stain to fake one way and then M1, or get a surprise M1. Like, he's still shit. That's what I'm trying to get at. He's still shit. And if you disagree with me, that's fine. If you think he's better OP or anything like that, that's your thought. But this is my thoughts strictly. Plus, while we're here, if you want to talk about any changes, good, bad, fucking whatever, leave them down in the comments and I'll get to you. Alright. Honestly, we might as well just call that the fucking negative side. Because there's literally no positives. But anyway, moving on. Ghostface, again, he's still the same. Still the M1 killer. You can snap him out so easily. He's just still the same. And one change that they haven't done, which I'm still fucking surprised at, that downed and hooked survivors shouldn't be able to snap you out, but they still can. If you down a survivor, or if you hook a survivor, they shouldn't be able to snap you out. Like, if you think they should, please tell me why. Like, obviously, I'm not trying to prove you wrong, or, trying to argue with you, but I want to know why you think they shouldn't, or they should, sorry. Talking about, right, his add-ons. No. His add-ons, oh man, I don't know. His add-ons are still shit. There is some good add-ons, like Olsen's Wallet, I think, or Wilson's Wallet, I can't remember. The green one, where if you break a pallet, you get your Night Shroud back. That one is a really good add-on, although I haven't used it myself, but I think everyone knows it's going to be a good add-on. Probably one of the best add-ons he's got. But one add-on that I did use is the purple add-on, which I forgot what it's called. I think it's like the bootleg knife sheath, some bullshit like that. Where if you stalk the survivor, you gain 5% movement speed. or 10% movement speed for 5 seconds, I think it is. That add-on is good. Yeah, I mean, that's alright. I managed to catch up to, a couple of survivors. But again, still nothing game-changing. Like, all of his add-ons, again, still nothing. His iridescence have been changed. Like, they've changed the backdoor security one. They've made it shit. Like, being able to tremendously... Well, before the backdoor security cam, if you leaned around the corner, you'd mark a survivor within, like, 1 second. And that shit was really fucking good. Like, that shit was probably one of the best add-ons he's probably got. But they've changed it. I can't remember what it is, but I think it's where if you down a mark survivor, everyone outside of that downed area is revealed for 7 seconds, I think. Like the aura readings or something like that. I can't remember. So I do apologise if I got that wrong, which I probably did. The reason why Ghostface is still the same, like the same M1 depressing killer, like, he can't lean on anything. Like, if he could lean on anything, or just on like 90% of objects, he would considerably be so much fucking better. Like, for example, how many trees are there in Dead by Daylight? A fuckload, alright? Don't answer it because, the number varies. But there's a fuckload of trees in Dead by Daylight. And it's painfully shocking that you can't lean around trees. So, like, oh man. And I don't get it. Why? Like, I'm not a game dev. I do know that. So, from this, well, what I'm going to say now could be completely wrong. Or completely false or whatever. So I do apologise. But, to make him better, why the fuck can't the devs put an invisible square, or rectangle, sorry, on a cylinder, which is the tree, that is invisible, that you can lean on? So instead of having cylinder trees, you just put like an invisible outline rectangle on every single cylinder, such as trees, to make them leanable. I know it might sound simple, because it is. Like, that would make them so much fucking better. It's painfully obvious. Like, oh man, why don't they do this? I think everyone knows, I think, what's that add-on called? The chewed pen, or some bullshit like that? They've changed it now, so, I think if you kill someone, I don't know, no, if you down someone, that down survivor can't snap you out within 3 seconds. And then after the 3 seconds, they can snap you out. Or maybe it takes 3 seconds to snap you out longer, or something like that, I don't know. But before, it would increase the Shroud recovery speed. That shit was his best add-on, and they've legit changed it. Why? Why would you change his best add-on? And you know what's funny as well? There's also no add-ons that increase the recovery speed as well. Same with the Legion. There's no add-ons. Maybe some brown one that takes like 2 seconds or something like that. But again, it's a brown add-on. Like, come on. Grow up. Overall, Ghostface will always be shit. Like, no matter what you do, he'll probably always be shit. If you really wanted to make him better, honestly, what I'd do is, I'd probably make him, like, unsnappable. Until, like, the way how the snap shit works, if you stalk a survivor, that marked survivor can't snap you out now, which is decent, but again, still doesn't really make sense at the end of the day, because if you down him, then you're snapped out anyway. But what I mean is, survivors shouldn't be able to snap you out anyway, unless you mark them, and then they can snap you out. I think that would just make him overall really fucking... It'd just make him better, if that was the case. And like, if you say he's OP, you're wrong. Like, I'm sorry, you're wrong. Because like, I'd rather go against a Ghostface who can't be snapped out than snapped out so easily to the point where he has no power. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe, I don't know. I'm losing my voice. Overall, I think this PTB is... I don't even know. It's like... it's good, but the same. Like, it's still good, but it's also the same, if that makes sense. The things that they've done is decent, they're going in the right way, but they haven't done enough of it to make it, like, good. like, it's still the same. Like, Haddonfield's still Haddonfield, Ghostface is still Ghostface, and Legion is still Legion. They're all M1 killers, they're all lackluster, fucking have no power, like, arguably, I think Legion has came out better, but I don't know. Getting that final hit is too demanding. It's like, how are you gonna chain 5 hits? Like, that shit is so demanding. Like, oh man, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, sorry if I went on a bit of a rant. Sorry if you didn't know what I said, because my fucking thick, well, I wouldn't say Scottish accent, but from the northeast accent. So yeah. I don't know, but I kind of winged it as well, so yeah, I do apologise for that. So if I have said something that you don't agree with, put it down in the comments and then we'll discuss it, or argue, depending how the context goes. But yeah, I think overall they're heading in the right direction, but they've kind of done it in a wrong way. Kind of ironic, I know, but, you know. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. I don't think I missed anything. So yeah, I think that'll be it. Yeah, I think that'll be it. All the footage that you've seen was captured on Twitch. I did a massive fucking 9-hour live stream, or 8-hour live stream. I think it was 8 hours, I can't remember. Well, we'll say 8, just to, you know, the lower number. I did an 8-hour live stream yesterday, or today technically, the day that I'm recording. Literally played about 10 games, I think, maybe 11, maybe 12, I don't know. So yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna end it there. Make sure you subscribe, follow me on Twitch, because that really helps me out. Follow me on Twitter, you know, if you like what I do, like the fucking video, you know what I mean? It really helps out. But yeah. I'll catch you all later.